When I'm driving my Indy car, operating the controls in the cockpit has to be second nature. And it's just as important when you're driving on the freeway. Here are some operating instructions for some of your car's key features.
Corvette is a sophisticated world-class car with many advanced systems. Your knowledge and understanding of how these features operate will greatly enhance your ownership enjoyment. This program overviews the operation of key features on the 1992 ZR-1 and explains things you might notice that are a part of the car's normal operation. Also be sure to read your owner's manual. It's a comprehensive guide to your car and will help you understand more fully the finer points of operating a best-in-class car like ZR-1. At the back, there's also easy reference gas station information graphics that give you vital statistics and the page numbers for additional information. We'll start inside with the instrument cluster and controls. To the right of the digital speedometer, you'll see analog gauges that provide quick reference readouts for oil pressure, oil temperature, coolant temperature, and voltage. When you want exact digital readouts, use the Gauges button on the trip monitor to cycle through readings for oil temperature, coolant temperature, and volts. You may notice that the gauge and digital readouts do not always match exactly because they use two different types of sensors. This is normal. Refer to the digital readouts for the highest degree of accuracy. Other features of the trip monitor include a fuel info button that lets you check instant or average economy and range. There's also the choice of English or metric graphic readouts. Use the Trip Odo button to alternate between the odometer and trip odometer. Press the Trip Reset button each time you want to zero out the trip odometer. Also, once the analog fuel gauge reaches its last bar, the Check Gauges light will illuminate to alert you to the need for fuel. Be sure to press the fuel reset for a couple of seconds every time you fill the gas tank. This resets the system to properly calculate your fuel economy. You'll also notice that at the top of the trip monitor, there's a small electronic eye that adjusts instrument panel readouts for the best visibility. All Corvettes are equipped with a standard engine oil life monitor. It measures engine temperature and revolutions to calculate the approximate life expectancy of your motor oil. The change oil light will illuminate next to the tachometer to signal the need for an oil change. When the oil is changed, reset the oil life monitor as follows. Turn the ignition to the on position, but do not start the car. Then press the English metric button on the trip monitor. Within 5 seconds, press the English metric button a second time. Within 5 seconds of that, press the Gauges button and hold it in. The change oil light will begin flashing. Keep the Gauges button pressed until the change oil light stops flashing and goes out. This takes about 10 seconds. The oil life monitor is now reset. Please remember, however, this feature only serves as a reminder of the need for service. Always change your oil as recommended in the owner's manual, even if the change oil light has not yet come on. Located next to the trip monitor is the Driver Information Center. Your owner's manual has complete descriptions of what all the DIC lights mean and what you should do if they signal a need for service to one of the systems. There will be times when you'll notice the ABS active light come on. For example, if you're on a washboard road or changing lanes in the snow, the light may appear because the computer senses speed differences between the wheels. When all four wheels are again rotating at the same speed, the light will go out. ZR-1's acceleration slip regulation control system is automatically turned on each time you start the car. You'll notice the times when ASR is functioning by the feedback you feel in the accelerator pedal and the ASR active light on the DIC. ASR might also activate briefly if you drive over a railroad crossing or other bumpy surface. When ASR activates, cruise control is automatically disengaged and must be manually reset. The on-off switch for ASR is located on the left-hand side of the instrument panel just above the light control. When you turn it off, the ASR off light illuminates on the DIC, and if the system needs to be checked, the service ASR light will illuminate. Directly below the DIC are ZR-1's climate controls. Complete instructions for the standard climate controls and this available electronic system, which includes air conditioning settings for both bi-level and maximum cooling, are thoroughly covered in your owner's manual. If you have the electronic system, there's a solar load sensor on top of the instrument panel. It works in conjunction with a sensor in the center air outlet on the passenger side and an outside air sensor to maintain the interior temperature setting you've selected. Features that all Corvette sound systems share on their cassette players, as well as the CD player on the Gold Series system, include a search button that advances to the next selection, a repeat button that automatically replays the previous selection, and a scan function that plays the first 8 seconds of each selection. When the tape or CD reaches the piece you want to hear, simply push the scan button again. The search and scan buttons work for the cassette and CD players only. To search for the next radio station, simply press the auto button and then either the up or down arrow on the tune button. The radio will automatically stop at the next station. Setting the clock is a simple procedure. First, push the set button. The indicator light will glow for 5 seconds. Then use the tune down arrow to set the hour and the tune up arrow to set the minutes. Corvette convenience features include a delayed accessory bus that allows you to operate the sound system and windows for several minutes after the car has been turned off or until a door is opened. There's also a turn signal reminder chime if the indicator has been left on for more than 1 mile of driving. Because your ZR-1's engine is specially tuned for high performance, you may notice some idle instability. This is normal and should not be cause for concern. Likewise, the 6-speed manual transmission is also designed for high performance capacity, so some whining or gear noise might be audible. You should also be aware that gasoline quality varies in different parts of the country. If your ZR-1 hesitates or stalls for an unknown reason, first try changing your brand of gasoline. ZR-1's power control is located below the sound system. To activate the full power mode, insert the power key and turn it to the full position when the engine is running. An LED light will illuminate when full power is activated. When the car is turned off, the system automatically defaults to the normal driving mode. Every time you start up, if full power is required, you must turn the power key back to the full power mode. Corvette is an exciting car to own and drive. Its advanced systems and features provide a high level of performance, luxury, and comfort. Your ability to operate its features to their fullest potential can greatly increase your enjoyment of your 1992 ZR-1.